crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. On the return is Jordan Lewis. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. They give him a gain of 38.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Again to Elliott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
46.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist released and pushed down. David Irving coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here's Lewis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Hey, Sweat. We're going to 54. Why?
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw is Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And he missed it. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. Touchdown, Giants! Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold them.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Awesome. Swing on the pit, right. To the right. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. On play action, Prescott being chased out left and avoids the contact by sliding.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Here we go. We're going to 54.
On second down, Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
26.
4th down, Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
slips free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On second down, here's Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His second touchdown of the game. His third on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for his second sack of the night. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. They still can't get it. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Connor Barwin. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott to throw it. He dumps it down to Ingram. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Play action now, Prescott. He's got a man, it's Mitchell. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Damon Harrison with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. It's complete to Parker, left side. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 49 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Rosas now to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their First possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The man whose father was a Cowboy, Mario Edwards Jr., in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. 2nd down, Prescott. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. He'll drop to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
It's Barkley on the counter. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Gun! All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over, But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Prescott. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. On play action, Prescott. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On the left side, Gallup's got it. A very solid gain of 27. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy point.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks any fantasy team that has this defense.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Hey, 47. 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.